Welcome to Japan English News, Quick Scan. Today's headlines. Over 230 flights cancelled in Hokkaido due to heavy snow. Over 230 flights connecting Hokkaido to other parts of Japan were cancelled Saturday after the country's northernmost main island was hit by another day of heavy snow. The cancellations at New Chitose Airport, the region's main air gateway, were equivalent to 60% of flights arriving or departing at the airport in a day, according to its operator. For first time in 2 years, Japan has some room for economic optimism. Green shoots of economic recovery that had begun to spring up domestically in the latter half of 2021 seem to be put under threat at the end of the year due to the emergence of the Omicron variant, which cast yet another shadow over service sectors such as travel and dining. But growing evidence of the effectiveness of booster shots is helping to lift some of that pessimism, and many experts believe that 2022 will be the year when the economy gets back on track as people tap into the savings they've amassed. NASA plans to extend ISS operation to 2030. The U.S. Space Agency has announced a plan to extend the operation of the International Space Station, or ISS, through 2030. The administrator of NASA made the statement of the Biden administration's commitment to the ISS on Friday. As more and more nations are active in space, said Bill Nelson, it's more important than ever that the United States continues to lead the world in growing international alliances and modeling rules and norms for the peaceful and responsible use of space. Robots to probe inside Fukushima reactor. The operator of the crippled Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant is planning to conduct robotic probes and collect samples from damaged reactors this year. The work will be a key step in the effort to decommission the plant. The number 1, 2 and 3 reactors suffered meltdowns following a major earthquake and tsunami in 2011. Nuclear fuel melted and collapsed into the reactor's containment vessels. It mixed with surrounding metal parts and formed solid fuel debris. Tokyo Electric Power plans to begin a robotic survey of the number 1 reactor in mid-January. Japanese passport applications to be made available online. Various procedures for renewing passports will be made available online from next fiscal year. The process of issuing passports, which requires identity verification, will be done in person, but applicants will be able to submit the required documentation online. All passport issuance procedures are currently done on paper, and applicants must go to the passport office at least twice, once to submit the application documents and once to receive the passport. Unidentified person enters North Korea from south in rare border breach. An unidentified person entered North Korea from the south on New Year's Day, the military in Seoul said Sunday, a rare breach of the heavily fortified border between the neighbors. Years of repression and poverty in North have led more than 30,000 people to flee to the south, but crossings in the other direction are extremely rare. The person was detected by surveillance equipment in the demilitarized zone at 9:20 p.m. local time on Saturday, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said Sunday. IKEA to hike prices by 9% due to supply chain woes. IKEA will hike its prices by an average of 9% this year due to ongoing supply and transportation disruptions, the company that operates most of the Swedish furniture giant's stores said. The announcement comes as pandemic-fueled shortages and shipping challenges ramp up inflation and pinch economies globally, with consumers increasingly feeling the bite. Record number of Japanese startups to be at CES 2022 in Las Vegas. The Japan External Trade Organization, JETRO, says that 52 technology startups will showcase their innovations at CES 2022 from January 5 to 8 in Las Vegas. The number of startups representing Japan at the Japan Pavilion, J Startup Pavilion, in Eureka Park has doubled from 26 during the last in-person show in January 2020, prompting its host, JETRO, to open a second pavilion on the Venetian Expo's second floor for CES 2022. 40 companies will exhibit at the Japan Pavilion in Eureka Park and 12 at the second pavilion. 青山学院in lead after first day of Tokyo Hakone Ekiden.青山学院University took the lead in the third of Sunday's 5 stages and never looked back, crossing the line first to win the outward half of the 98th Tokyo Hakone Collegiate Ekiden Road Relay.青山学院freshman Aoi Oda moved his team up to first place 18 kilometers into stage 3 and anchor Hiroki Wakabayashi extended the lead to finish in 5 hours, 22 minutes, 6 seconds, giving his team a 2-minute, 37-second lead to take into the return leg of the prestigious event to be run on Monday. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.